Hi everyone, and welcome to our weekly portion here at eTeacherGroup.com. This week's portion is Bo, and it can be found in the book of Exodus, from chapter 10, verse 1 to chapter 13, verse 16. Let us open the Torah scroll and meet our portion. ויאמר אדוני אל משה בוא אל פרעה כי אני הכבדתי את ליבו ואת לב עבדיו למען שיתי אותותי אלה בקרבו. The portion is named Bo, literally come, because it begins with God's command to Moses to come before Pharaoh an additional time. Let us understand the first verse together. Vayomer, said, Adonai, God, El Moshe, to Moses. Bo, come, El, before, Paro, Pharaoh, Ki ani, for I, Hichbadeti, have made heavy, Et libo, his heart, Ve'et lev, and the heart, Avadav, of his servants, Lema'an, so that I might, Shiti, show, Ototai, signs, Ele, my, Bekirbo, in the midst of him. The portion begins with Moses and Aaron coming before Pharaoh, bringing him a message from God. Let my people go, or I will bring an additional plague upon Egypt, locusts. Pharaoh's officials suggest letting Moses and his people go, because Egypt is ruined due to the plagues brought upon it. Pharaoh asks who will be going, and Moses answers that the entire population will go. Pharaoh agrees to send only the men. We then hear about the 3 remaining plagues of Egypt. Locust. Swarms of locusts come from the east and consume all the crops still remaining in Egypt. Pharaoh calls upon Moses and Aaron and begs them to stop the plague, promising to release the people. However, after Moses prays to God and the plague is removed, God hardens Pharaoh's heart. Darkness. 3 days of darkness come upon the Egyptians, while the Israelites have light in their dwellings. Pharaoh calls upon Moses and agrees to send all the Israelites without their flocks. Moses explains that the flocks are necessary in order to sacrifice to God. Pharaoh's heart is hardened and he refuses to send the people and tells Moses never to come before him again. Death of the firstborn sons. God announces to Moses that he is going to bring one last plague upon Egypt. At midnight, all the firstborns of Egypt, from Pharaoh's son to the last of the slaves, will be killed. Before the last plague, the Israelites are commanded on how they are supposed to prepare themselves for the Exodus. They are also commanded how to protect their houses so that their firstborn sons will not be killed in the plague. They are to place the blood of a lamb, which they will be sacrificing and eating, on the posts of their doors as a sign. The sacrifice should be eaten in haste, with unleavened bread and while fully dressed for travel, because they will be leaving Egypt in haste. They are then also given the laws of the festival of Pesach, Passover, for future generations. When the plague begins, there is a great outcry in Egypt. Pharaoh calls Moses and Aaron to him in the middle of the night and tells them to take all the Israelites and leave. And so, 430 years after arriving in Egypt, the Israelites leave. The portion ends with a list of laws regarding the Passover festival. That's all for this week. We hope to see you again next week. Have a great week.